These are the Menendez brothers.
You've probably already heard of them, Lyle and Eric Menendez.
But the real story is more shocking than you think. Let's dive into it. Meet Jose and Kitty. Two parents who had everything. Money, a big house, two sons. On the outside, they look like a perfect family. But on the inside, it was anything but perfect. Jose was super successful and he pushed his kids to perfection. They had to be the best in school, sports, you name it. And Lyle and Eric were really good at tennis, and Kitty was always there cheering them on. But here's where it gets dark. Jose wasn't a nice guy. He was really harsh with his kids and constantly told them they weren't good enough. The boys were trapped, like they could never make their father proud. So they started getting into a lot of trouble. Breaking into houses, stealing money, and instead of punishing them, Jose was just mad they got caught. Lyle and Eric stole a total of $100,000. Jose was so mad about this, he threatened to take them out of the will. And things got worse. It's 1989 and the family take a trip on a yacht. And even the crew felt a lot of tension within the family. And Lyle and Eric were distant from their parents, avoiding them as much as possible. August 20th, 1989. Lyle and Eric burst into the family home with shotguns. In a brutal attack, they shot their father Jose first and then their mother Kitty. They didn't stop until they were completely out of bullets. At 11:47 p.m, Lyle makes the call.
Someone killed my parents. Pardon me? Someone killed my parents.
When the police arrived, the brothers put on an Oscar-worthy performance. Screaming, crying, falling onto the floor like they were in total shock. Eric was even curled up on the floor hyperventilating. And the police actually bought it at first. Just days after the murders, Lyle and Eric went on a massive spending spree. Lyle bought 3 Rolexes, a $155,000 cafe, and a Porsche. Eric hired a $50,000 a year tennis coach. By the end of 6 months, they had spent $700,000. That's like $1.5 million today. And the police found this very suspicious. But they had no proof against them. Until Eric confessed to his therapist, Dr. Azil. And Dr. Azil recorded the entire session. And when the police found out, it was game over. 6 months after the parents died, they were finally arrested for their murder. But that's when the brothers claimed they killed their parents out of self-defense, claiming they had been sexually abused by their father for years, and that their mother allowed it to happen. The trial was like a reality TV show. Girls were lining outside the courtroom from 4 a.m. just to see the Menendez brothers. They were basically celebrities. Ryan Murphy even recently made a Netflix series about them. But despite all the hype, their defense didn't hold up. The jury didn't believe their claims, and Lyle and Eric were eventually sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. But after 35 years, a new hearing has been set. So what's your take on this? Are Lyle and Eric victims of abuse who finally snapped? Or were they just greedy killers looking to inherit all their family's money? Let me know in the comments.